everyone, welcome to Tea Tuesdays. This is what I painted for the Wednesdays, whatever, this week, but today we're going to paint a little something fun, summery, how about relaxing in a hammock. That's my idea of fun, reading a book in the sunshine, in the shade, swinging on a hammock, so we're going to get going on that one today. I'm using red, yellow, let me see, I'm using some of the leftover colors from that one that I did, that's why I showed you. So blue and yellow to make the green, so if you have green, go ahead, just use your green, you don't need all that. Black, white, and red to make some pink. I think I'm going to have a pink hammock. So let's carry on. Oh yeah, let me tell you, I only ever use 3 brushes, so you guys signed up, you guys probably all have the brushes. And let's turn you to face and see what I'm doing. Ignore the loud noises from the kids upstairs. No control. Alright, so let's go that way. Should I do this one sideways? My coffee cup's in the way. Okay, move you over that way. Coffee cup is still in the way. Let's do it sideways. Let's do this one sideways. Candle burning in behind. So that's going to be in the way just a little bit, but it's not too bad. So I am not going to wet my canvas down. Do I want any background colors? Let's just see. Maybe a little bit of yellow so that it looks like we got a bit of sunshine going on. How about that? Yeah. Okay. So what we do, take our water. I'm going to take the water and I'm going to swish it across here. Mine, because I use really thick paint, but I want this to be sort of watery. So if you have thin cracker store paints, just maybe even dilute those down a little bit through the center anyway. Dilute those just a little bit, and I am going to dilute my yellow. So take a little bit of yellow, and I want it to be really wet. So, and I don't want it to be dark, but this is wet. That's even too bright. So adding more water, cleaning the paint off my brush, adding more water. Just want to shush through the center here a little bit. Don't want any lines. Don't want that to be too dark. So it's going to get really wet because I want it such a faint yellow that you just barely see this. You could take some dandelions from outside and scrape them all over your canvas to get the yellow too. Turmeric, if you want to do it with spice, turmeric and water, that'll give you yellow. Okay, now I'm going to blow dry it because I don't want that color. I don't want that color. I don't want that wet. Should be pretty dry. I'm thinking about it. Let's do a little bit of pink too. So just touch the red, get it really watery, because this is going to be subtle as well. Maybe about here. Throw a little bit of red in there. Swoosh it out with your fingers. Very faint and subtle. Just a little splotch of pink there. Okay, let us start with trees. We gotta have 2 trees. So I'm gonna do mine with black. I'm using the angle brush, but you can use your little round brush, whatever you're more comfortable doing your trees with. I want to leave room for the hammock to sit in the center with some ground below it. I want the tree to come up and come over this way. So starting with the black, I'm going to go here. Angle at the top because I'm going down. Just sort of give it an arc like that. And then maybe one's over here where the hammock is going to be there. Okay, bottom's going to be about the same. Okay. And I'm going to have some branches come over into that there. So if you've never done branches before, oh, see that? Coffee. That would have been a mistake. You're going to take your angle brush. You follow up along the thing and then veer off. Don't go straight out. So I just follow along here and veer down a little bit. That gives me a lovely branch. Maybe there's just a branch coming in off of here from some part of another tree. I don't know. Not to worry about it, but I want to have some pieces that come off like this just so that I can attach some leaves to it. So maybe that goes there, branch comes over here, maybe it's a branch that comes off there. Have fun with it. Make a bunch of those little things. I'm not going to do too many. This one I'm not even going to do any at all. Let's see. So let's not worry too much about the tree for now. We're going to worry about the hammock. So we're going to have some ties. They're going to start about here. Almost did it again. Boy, oh boy. Gotta watch where you put your water in your coffee or your wine, whatever you're painting with. So want to have ties right about there and come straight across. Don't want it to be an angle. I hope that's straight across. Okay, now what it's going to be, just one great big smile, but I'm going to, oh, I did it. I rinsed my paint off in my coffee. Okay, so let's get the paint off here. Let's do, make some pink. So back where I had this watery, I could just put some red there. Put it off just a little bit, take some white, move it in there, making a pink color. Make it a nice darker pink. So we're gonna make like a smile. This canvas, this hammock is just sort of, she's sitting in it. So don't go straight at the tree. Let the rope hang a bit, but there. So just leave a little piece on the edge and on the edge. Okay? Wow, there you go. Now we can make this deeper if we want. If we want it to hang a little bit lower. But there you go. We've got the shape of our hammock. Like that. Okay. Man, it's got to have more substance than that. So now we're just going to make it a little bit thicker. I need a bigger brush. That one's just too small to do the job. So make sure the angle brush does not have any black left in it. Go back. I'm gonna add some water because I can see that my canvas is really dry, so it's not picking up nice sharp colors. So good up. I'm thinking it might even need to be a little bit deeper in the center, sagging where she's going to be sitting. So that's how you do it. You just adjust it. Just adjust it. Just adjust it. Okay. Good. All right, I'm going to leave that alone. Now you can see where that pink, you can see it just sort of looks really cool with that. Mimics it a little bit. We are going to let that dry, and while that is drying, let's do some leaves. Get the pink off this one. I usually travel all over my paintings, so it gives things a chance to dry, and that way I'm not always pulling the blow dryer out. So if you have green, that's great. I don't, so I'm going to make some. I'm going to take a little bit of blue, put it in where I had that watery, just a little bit of blue. Blue is really strong, so you don't want to have too much of that. Wash my brush off. I'm going to go into the yellow, and I'm going to grab a big bunch of yellow. So more yellow than blue to make the green. And there you go, just like that. You've got green, but that's too bluey of a green, so I need to get more yellow. More yellow. And And you can even add some white to that one, but take off most of the color and go to the edge. Always go to the edge of your color, because I'll probably use oh, that's a way nicer green. I'll probably use the same paint palette to do my next painting. So all you're gonna do is you're gonna like just start putting little, any old where you want here. Doesn't even have to be a tree branch there. You can just do some leaves where you think that there should be some hanging off. Just little ticks with this green. Tick, tick, tick. You can just push it in flat like that. It's up to you. Just throw a few in here and there. It's just laying under a tree in the shade. There you go. So she's got some leaves on the tree. It's pretty nice. I like that. I don't know, do you think there should be some more coming off up here? Maybe you don't see that tree. It's okay to be on top of the branch too, because in nature leaves are not going to be sitting all around the branch. They'll be coming on over top. So it's up to you how many leaves you want kicking around. Different sizes. They don't all have to be the same size. I'm not going to worry even too much about what's on that side. And down below, let's give her some grass. Oh, grass underneath here. Just wiggle it back and forth. Like that. I like it. Should have a few little trees and stuff here, so you can just like tap around the side there. You tap around a little bit over here. It just looks like there's like a little shrub coming out of here. Illusions. It's all about illusion. Oh, look, that's my coffee, guys. Maybe you keep track and count how many times I stick my brush in my coffee. I'm going to go back to watered down pink. Take a little bit of red with some water. I'm going to put a little bit more over here. Oh, way too much. Get all the color off that brush. Throwing a little pink right over here. I don't know why. Just feel like it needs a little more color there. Where else? Where else? Nope. Okay, so I think that we're done with the green. So I could take a little bit of black and I can mix it in part of the green. Don't use it all, because maybe you want to add some more light green in a minute. So just on the corner here, just so I don't use up all my green, I'm just going to make a little bit of a darker green. Load up this brown brush, and I'm going to go inside of this hedge. Just plop around a little bit, just so that this shrub has a few different tones to it. Maybe swoosh a little in the grass. That's nice. That's nice. Maybe it needs a little bit more lighter stuff too. So we go back in and swoosh some more light stuff. Perfect. Okay. I just about did it again. I'm just going to get rid of my coffee. You know what? I'm not going to drink it anymore. Maybe I'll put my water there. I'm used to having my water on that side anyway. That's probably why I've done that. So I'm going to go back over my black a little bit here. Not where it not where what was I going to say? Not where the leaves are. The leaves are going over top. You don't need to make those darker. So much noise upstairs. Okay, so now I'm going to take, whoops, this brush. I'm going to take some of my water. I'm going to put water in one of my divots, or you can just make your black a little bit watery. So take a little bit of black and put it in the water just so that it thins out. So I don't want really dark trees. This probably be dark anyway, but see how it gets a little wider here at the bottom? It was a little narrower at those branches. I'm just sort of chopping it. It's not all solid black. I'm going to do this too. There you go. So now you got trees on either end. Not super dark. If they're super dark, you can always go in with some white and throw that in there too, which really looks good. So happy accident. I like it. I like the white going in there. We're going to use our imagination on the rest of all of that. So we can take our regular black now, and we're going to do these strings. They're coming off of here, going to go around, tie a little bow. Okay, so we're going to string on an angle, not straight across, right? Because there's going to be a little pull from her. And give it a little bow, if you could do a nice little bow, just to make it pretty. Like that? I like that. Okay, so should she have a hat? Let's draw her legs first. Okay, let me get you going with skin color. Skin color is just this pink, and you're going to take a little bit of yellow and you're going to mix that in there, and that's going to turn to skin color. So I can only go on part of this because I've got too much pink. Add the yellow. It's going to turn to a skin color. If you want it to be even lighter skin, once you've got this yellow pink going, take a little bit of white. Throw that in there. Little at a time. Otherwise you're just going to keep wasting paint. If it comes off too yellow, grab a little more of your pink and throw it in there. So just do it a little at a time. Mine still looks orange. I'm going to add some more white. Pretty soon you're going to get a skin color that you'll be happy with. My girl sits in the shade, so I don't want her to be too dark, but look at that. That is a skin color. Okay, take your round brush, roll it to keep it kind of pointy. And we're going to go right in the center. We're going to start up here where her knee is, straight up, and then down on an angle. So her knee's going to be up, and then her foot's going to be coming out like this. So it's just going to be all like illusions of her leg. So her knee should be rounded. I'm going to make this a little bit wider. Okay, your thigh will come a little wider this way. Right to the edge of that, and then her toes come out like this. I mean, you can put like a little toe on there. It's going to be a little ball there. Ankle should have been a little thinner, so let's make her calf a little wider. Then in turn, you're going to make this a little wider. There's her thigh. Okay, and then her other foot, her other leg is going to come past this a little bit. Just going to see part of it, and then it's going to come and it's going to wind around and hang down. So it's a calf. And let's point your toe this way. This calf is way bigger than the other one, and I need to put some white in there. So we are going to have to make this one just a little bigger. Looks like she needs to come higher too. There, now her legs are the same size, I think. Pretty close to the same size. And if you don't like, if you think that they need to be lighter, just add some white right over top of this. We're going to give her flip-flops too. And this will all make sense when I put the black on there. But I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to give her a hat. Should have had some brown. We can give her a white hat. Or a super light pink hat. Super light pink hat. So it's white with just a touch of red in it. And she's going to be reading. We can add a book to this. We can do whatever we want. So let's put her head like way over here. Oh, you can barely see this. That look great. Once I color it over, once I color this over with black, you're going to be able to see where that is. So maybe I'll do that for you guys right now. Because you guys can't see what I'm doing. It's too pale. Okay, so I'm going to go over her hat. Big brim like that. And then I'm going to do, right here, I'm going to do a little something like that. So you can have her hat white, you can make it another color. Let's make the inside of her hat right here red. That looks cool. And then maybe her book will be red. So you're going to do a sideways V, so that she's kind of reading it. So it's going to be V like that, and then the next page will open like this, and her book will come down right to the top of her hammock. There we go. Really like it. I really like it. Sure, let's give her red flip-flops. Red flip-flops. So, oh, somebody's calling me. I can't answer. I can't answer. Okay, so it's going to be a line, and then it's going to come back this way. And then the flip-flop's going to come up here. And the line's going to come that way. So she's in her hammock with her flip-flops. Oh, this is cute. This is cute. Let's might as well do like a little red flower. Little daisy. Just five little loops. 5 little loops of red. Maybe another one here. Almost like a little star. Always in threes. Don't know why. It just looks better in threes. Odd numbers when you paint. Odd numbers when you paint. So cute. Alrighty. Need some of that dark green, give them some stems like that. And we're going to go back, water down a little bit of the black just so that it's thin, not too thin, but so you won't have to push hard. And you're going to use your round brush, and you're going to have it pointy, unless you've got one of the little tiny ones, to come over here. And we're going to trace over her legs very carefully. Sorry, my brush is right in front of you guys. You could also do this with a really fine point Sharpie. Fun, fun, fun. Stop there. Okay, and then this knee goes over top. See, we're a little bit thick there. A little bit thick. Don't push hard or you'll be too thick. There. Ta-da! I really want to go around all of my hammock too. I think that'll make it look more cartoony. It's wet, so it's not picking it up very well. It's like it's not going really super dark. And I think if this part scares you, you should really use a Sharpie. I'm not too hung up on it being perfect, so I'm good with it. Okay, whew. Had to hold my breath for that one. Just gonna go over some spots with just plain white, guys. With just plain white. I think I want her hat to be white. I like it better white. So I'm gonna make it whiter. Try not to hit your black if it's still wet, because you'll just drag that through. Yes, I do like her hat white. She does need some pages in her book, so let's throw a little bit of white in there. White in your dots right there, and your flowers. Make this super cute. If you want, you can throw white dots in your bushes, but you are going to pick up some green, so. I think it's adorable. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You want to throw polka dots in your polka dots, you could have glitter, big polka dots, little polka dots. Up to you. This totally just up the cute factor a whole bunch. Put a little big on her leg there, so it looks good. I put a polka dot there. Hides the little flaws. Look at that. All right, you guys, make sure you sign your paintings. I'm going to sign mine this time. I'll sign it right here. Okie dokie. So there you go. Is your super cute little hammock reading a book in the summertime painting. Thank you guys for coming out. Next week, I don't know what I'm going to paint next week, but I'm sure glad you're here. And if you're going to be taking pictures of yours and tagging it, if you just put a little plug in for me at, where am I at? At Home with Empty Canvas. And people will be able to find me on Facebook. It all helps. Share my link to Patreon, my Patreon page. It's really going to help me keep thriving instead of starving, all right? So glad you're here. See you next week.